So welcome everybody to our last day of NI Nationals 2025. You're here with me, Josh, and with my good friend Pete Vols.
Nice to meet you. We're going to have some big lifts today, all being well.
Yep, so looking forward to it. We have our sub-junior flight today. So we have quite a few interesting fights going to be happening today. We have the 74 kilo battle, which will be particularly interesting. I think it's Fraser Simpson, Maverick Riches and Lachlan Gill are going to be competing against each other. We have Adam Galt and Zach Graham also in our 93 and 120 plus kilo class.
Yes, we've got a big lifter who's all the lifts are very close together, so it'd be good to see them push for them first, second, and third places today.
Yeah, so we are getting ready in the last kind of couple of seconds, and we are pretty much ready to go here. So we have bar loaded for Madeline.
Molly Thompson's up 92.5 kilos today. Getting nice tight on that bar there. And what the judges say.
That's a good lift. 2 white lights. 2 to 1. Center fault from the center ref, but probably just for depth. It's always a little bit harder to tell depth on center, but all good. You only need 2. So Maddie locks one in.
Up next we have Jason Kelly, opening at 120 kilos today. Spars was just getting ready.
Jason, the ball is loaded.
He's looking excited today. Let's see the squad go up.
Yeah, getting fired up for the openers. Always fun to see. Sub-juniors always have a good bit of passion.
Showing us old-timers how it's done.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's see it, Jason. Nice, easy opener. Walks it out. Nice and steady. Gets himself settled.
And it looks like very good depth from here.
Nice and deep, yeah. Guy's a big smile coming at the top.
What's the verdict? 3 white lights.
That's a good lift.
Next up, we've got Lewis Owen, opening at 132.5 kilos.
There we go, Lewis Owen, 132.5. You can see Lewis getting ready here in the wings.
Looking very calm and collected. He definitely got that opener in his eyes.
Being handled by Sammy John. Lewis, another one of our 66 kilo lifters.
Getting a nice 10 on that bar. Looking for that big air squat. That's a strong up. He looks happy with that one. And we got 3 white lights.
Yeah, nicely done.
Lift to the fall, we got Charlie Wilson now coming up with a 145 kilo squat.
Charlie, the bar is loaded.
Bar is loaded for Charlie. So the timer has started, but he is just getting his, looks like wrist wraps maybe?
Yeah, he just had his lips around his fingers there.
So yeah, still has plenty of time. You have a full minute from when your bar is loaded.
Getting very calm on that bar. And a very good setup. Coming out very strong from that squat. And that's a good lift.
And that's a good lift, 2 to 1. Looks like a little bit high on the side, but again, that's why we have 3 referees.
Next we up have Lachlan Gill. Hope I said that name right. 157.5 kilos on the bar. Starting to get quite heavy. These Sub Juniors are going to start showing us up here.
Yeah, so Lachlan is the first of our 74 kilo lifters out of the 3 of them that are competing today.
Lachlan, your bar is loaded.
He's coming out very calmly collected here. He knows he's got this one. Making sure he's getting nice and tight underneath that bar. With a big, strong walkout.
Yeah, really sinks it nice and deep.
Let's see if there is 3 right legs. That's a good
And it's
lift.
a good lift.
157.5 kilos same weight.
Next up, we have Bradley Moore. Opening squat is 157.5
Lachlan,
kilos.
your bar is loaded.
Very strong, confident approach to the bar there.
Yeah, Bradley, the 3rd of our 66 kilo lifters with the heaviest 66 kilo opener in the sub-junior flight.
Very comfortable open there. Let's see what the judges
Yeah,
have to
nice
say.
and smooth.
Unlucky, that is a 2-to-1 no lift.
2 to 1. So that small little red line underneath the red light is what's known as a depth card failure. So it looks like the center and right side refs thought that it was too high. So he just needs to really sink that even deeper. So it's not a strength issue, it's just a technique thing. So really needs to just dip down as low as he can on that one.
Next up, we have Maverick Riches, not to be mistaken for Top Gun. Opening at 180 kilos.
Absolutely, one of the coolest names you will see on the platform today, Maverick.
Let's see if he's going to take this one flying high.
Maverick always gets fired up on the platform. Look at that. He is really just putting every bit of effort he can into this, getting himself fired up. Even though it's an opener, you want to treat every single lift like it is, you know, 1 rep max. Just want to fly it out. Goes down nice and deep.
Very strong lift.
Big smile at the top.
Well, the ref got 3 white lights.
There we go.
Next up, Miss Fraser Simpson, 185 kilo opener.
Yep.
Starting to get into the big heavyweights now.
Yeah, the heaviest of our 74 kilo junior or sub-junior lifters in terms of openers.
Fraser, your bar is loaded.
So let's see what Fraser does, because Fraser did try for the Northern Ireland squat record back in at the Spring Classic in Evolution in Coleraine, and unfortunately missed it due to a technical error of jumping his rack command. So I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to load it up today for his 3rd attempt.
It's good to see that young talent really bringing massive strength to the platform. And that looks like a very comfortable opener for Fraser.
Yeah, very comfortable. I think he maybe misgreaved it a little bit. You saw a little bit of like unsettledness on his face, but you know, he is definitely going to put up some big numbers. I wouldn't be surprised to see that 200 being loaded up for Fraser today.
Yeah. Now here's one name that I was told out well ahead of time. Mr. Adam Galt with a 230 kilo opener. Big numbers from this age group.
Yeah. So Adam recently attended the GB squad training, because as far as I know, he is away to Worlds.
Very good.
After winning the sub-junior 93s in the British sub-junior championships earlier this year. So I'm expecting to see some big deadlifts from this guy
Even
later
the
on.
confidence of the bar, you can really see he's dialed in today.
Yeah.
Really taking his time with that bar,
Yeah.
locking in.
You can see being watched by his coach Matt Henry side.
Very easy opener.
Very comfortable.
3 white lights. Very good lift. Now we have a Mr. Zach Graham at a massive 240 kilos on the bar. Really setting a standard high for his weight category today.
Last of our openers here. Last in the first attempts. So
Zach, your bar is loaded.
Representing us with our NIR kit as well today, shining off nice and bright.
yep. I would expect that a few of the sub-juniors are hoping to maybe get an offer for Commonwealths next year, possibly, based on their performance today. So we'll see what they do. So Zach is out today for the first time in his stiff knee sleeves. He was previously wearing normal knee sleeves.
Very good.
And hit 255 in normal knee sleeves. So with the stiff ones, will be interesting to see what he loads up for his second and third. Oh my goodness, look at the speed that moved.
I'm pretty sure that was his warm-up he just brought to the platform there.
Yeah, that was a very easy opening squat. 240 kilos moving just like that.
And leading us with the second tense, we have Madeline Thompson up with 102.5 kilos. Maddie come out for her second attempt. Now today, Maddie's, I'm dare say, is looking to get a couple of PBs today, handled by her coach, who is very adamant and very passionate about her sport here. Bar is low for Maddie, and she's coming out, being watched by her coach from the sides, and she's getting really comfortable on that bar. Very quick off the rack. That's a very smooth second attempt. Let's see what the judges have to say. Unfortunately, she has been called on death by the three judges, but it is definitely not a question of strength whatsoever. Next up, we have Jason Kelly, 127.5 kilograms. Let's see what he brings to the platform.
Yeah, this one should be interesting. We'll see what Jason brings. Jason nailed his first opening squat. Now going up 7.5 kilos.
Really amping up that aggression levels towards the bar today. Getting nice and tight. He's really hungry for these lifts today. Very controlled. Very strong push-up. He's happy with that one. And that is 3 white lights from the judges. Good lift.
Yeah, so let's take a look at that again. You can see that he squats down. Very nice. You can see the hips pick up a little bit in the back, but manages to control it again. Bringing it back in. Big smile at the top.
Losing just a little bit of tightness in that depth, but he could be managed to pull it back.
Yeah.
Hopefully he keep that reined in for the next one. See some bigger numbers firing on the bar.
Yeah, definitely well over 130, maybe 135, possibly even.
Now we have Lewis Owen coming out to show us how easy 140 kilos really can be. Showing that bar who's boss. Getting nice and tight. Very strong walkout. Good strong push. Very controlled at top.
Yeah, knees come in a little bit. No
Unfortunately,
lift.
Now, if I'm correct in saying that's a depth from the left and a technical fault from the right.
Yeah, on the right-hand side. So blue usually indicates either double bounce or up-down movement of the bar. So unfortunately doesn't get that one. But do you know what? We'll see what happens. Still has a third attempt. You know, can always give it another go on his. Still has his third attempt. So we'll see what happens.
We now have Charlie Wilson come to the platform with a second attempt of 150 kilos. Getting really tight on that bar, walking really controlled out. strong execution.
Yeah, knees pushed out nice and well.
Unfortunately, we've got no depth on the left and a bit of a soft bounce, potentially on the right.
Let's see. Squats down. It was really just on the borderline with that one. Yeah, it looks like just at parallel rather than below, which is the key point. You have to hit below parallel in order to get a successful lift. So Bradley coming in now with 162.5. Missed his opening squat, but is still electing to go up. Clearly has a good game plan and wants to try and make sure that he hits it. So let's see what happens.
That's it, coming in dialed in now. Eyeing that bar up. Getting nice and tight just as he's getting ready to get a squat up and out. There we are. Strong walkout. Very well done. Very nice squat. But I do believe he was called in depth in the first one, so let's see. There we are. Good lift from the judges.
Yeah, much better this time. Yeah, so gets down good depth, keeps it together.
A lot stronger
nice and strong. Definitely has more in the tank as well to give. So 3 white lights, well deserved by Bradley.
Next up we have Lachlan Gill, 167.5 kilos. Pushing up another 10 kilos from his last lift, so let's see how he handles this one.
Lachlan, your bar is loaded.
Very aggressive lifter. One thing we know today, we have very mixed motions on the platform, very calm and collected. And then we've got Mr. Lachlan here, who's very aggressive at that bar.
Firing himself up, wants to get this one. This 10 kilo jump clearly means a lot. Nice and deep.
Very strong push up to the top.
Good.
That's a good lift.
Sinks down. Not a whole lot of slowdown either, which is nice. So definitely has more to give for that third attempt.
Just a wee bit alternative from the knees there. Hopefully be looking to get the knees pushed out and get an even solid push from next lip.
Yeah, so here we go. Fraser Simpson, 192.5. This is going to set him up for that 200.5 squat, which is what he would need to load if he wants to get the Northern Ireland squat record.
Here he comes out. Very calm, collected man.
Yeah, definitely the opposite of some of our lifters. Fraser is very nice and calm and relaxed, and then he gets under the bar and he just locks in.
You can really see once a squat, nice and tight, strong walkout. Very strong. And that is a good lift.
Yeah, you can see whenever he sets up, he almost like further kind of heightens himself there, drops it down, nice, keeps his chest up, gets his rack command.
Maverick is flying back on the platform with 192.5 kilograms.
Yeah, I think that both of these guys are going to try for this squat record this time.
The real question, who's going to walk away with the extra kilo on it?
Yeah, that's the thing. It really does depend. You know, if somebody makes a technical fault, or if somebody is maybe has a bit of a strength issue, lifts the hips on the day, who knows? So let's see what Maverick puts up.
Getting nice and aggressive, very strong walkout, and he's gearing up for this big squat. Very strong, very fast. What was the judges got to say about that one?
Good one.
Bit of a depth issue on the right leg.
Yeah, on the right hand side, so you can see from this one, gets really deep on the side, closest to us. Very, very fast, so really kind of using that stretch reflex to try and force out to the bottom, but all good.
Next up we have Adam Galt with a 15 kilo jump to 245 kilos.
Alright, let's see Adam. So this actually is a squat record attempt. So the current record is for the 93 kilo class is 240 kilos.
This would be a very impressive second lift. Very strong.
A little bit of a windmill, but
Very good. 2 white lights, that's a good lift.
Next up we have Zach Ray with 255 kilos, 0.5 kilos, and it's a national record attempt.
so let's take a look at Adam. Sinks it down really deep.
Comes out a
Very
little
easy,
bit
but you can
twist.
see a little bit of windmill. That left-hand side comes, our closest side comes a little bit close to us, but fine, keeps under control. All good. And that was a national record attempt, so that's a new record for Adam. We now have Zach Graham loading up 255.5 kilos. So this is actually not only a sub-junior, but a junior record as well.
And
So
I dare
let's see
say-
it, Zach.
I dare say a PB for Zach as well if he gets it today.
Yep, this is. So Zach has hit 255 on the platform before. And it's his own record, his own sub-junior record that he's breaking. And the junior record is 255 kilos by Nathan Keatley in December 2022.
Let's see it, Zach. Really strong setup, making sure that bar is nice and tight in that back.
Yeah, taking every second of that 1 minute that he has to get set up. Oh, wow. He has a lot more left in the tank with that.
Zach made that look a very easy 3 white
That is
lift.
a new sub-junior and junior record there. Look at how deep he goes, leaving no doubt in the referee's mind. That big smile on his face too. Oh, we're going to see some big things from some of these lifters.
I'm looking forward to this fight off, but we have Maddie Thompson now taking the same lift again. Now this lift is going to be important here because it's going to give her an extra few kilos for her overall total today. So 102.5 kilos for the third attempt again. She's getting revved up in the back there. Let's go, Maddie.
Alright, let's see it.
Well, let's make some noise for Madeline here.
Takes her time getting set up. Nice and steady.
Very strong, driving through. And she locks it out. What's the judge got to say about that one?
Yeah, she's happy with that. She's very close at the bottom. You can see there's almost that little hesitation, almost into the double bounce, but keeps it under control. Presses up, one single motion, and all good. She gets 3 white lights.
Definitely resolved that depth issue in this one.
Yeah.
Next we got Jason Kelly with 132.5 kilos. Looking just for a 5 kilo jump this time, so he's looking to get a few kilos more on that board just to build that total today. Here we go, he's nice and tight.
Yeah, Jason has a very narrow squat stance, so people can have very wide squat, very narrow squat. All depends on your physiology. Gets a squat command.
Very strong depth, driving through.
That's nice. It looked good from here.
He looks happy. And he
And
should
the
be.
referees agree. It's a good lift.
Speakers back. Yeah, that depth is perfect. Driving hard through.
Yeah, those nice white stripes on the side make it way easier for the referees to be able to see the depth has been reached. So yeah, gets 3 white lights. All good.
And next up we have Lewis Owen, who, although he missed his last attempt, he's pushed up by 2.5 and he's gone for 142.5 kilos. Really pushing for that first position and an overall total.
Yeah, Lewis forecasted to be first in the 66 kilo class, but it all depends on how well he can do. So he is trying to do this 142.5 to try and build that subtotal as much as he can.
Very strong push up. Locks out, but let's see what the judges have to say.
That's a no lift. So depth on the sides, it looks like. You can see gets down here.
Yeah, unfortunately, you see it's just a little too high.
Yeah, just looks like at parallel again, unfortunately. It's just one of those unfortunate things, especially with these black singlets. It's very hard to see that, kind of that depth, making sure that the top of the hip crease goes below the top of the knee.
Another jump from our lifters here, Charlie Wilson. He missed his last squat, but he's coming out and doing 152.5. Another lifter who's really trying to squeeze out a few kilos to really secure that total. Nice and strong, big brace. Sinks confidently into the depth. And he's driving hard. Really, come on. Very impressive.
Yeah, grinds through it. Gets a blue card failure on the right hand side, but you only need two. So you can see here, sinks it down, good depth.
I mean, to see that the hips just shift to the right and the way up there.
He grinds through it. Possibly, I think the referee on the right hand side thought that was a little bit up down, but it's all good. All the other two referees thought it was good still.
Next up, we have Bradley Moore. He's coming out with a 7.5 kilo increase. Opening up with, apologies. Third attempt of 170 kilos. This is a very big squat for a 66, especially a sub-junior.
Yeah, this will definitely push Bradley nice and far ahead of the other 66 kilo lifters.
He sinks it in and puts him very strong. Drives it out and very screwed offside.
Gets the hips through.
And he should be happy as 3 white lights.
Yeah, you can see these maximal effort attempts, even for sub-juniors, they are really giving it everything they've got. You can see just the determination on Bradley's face there as he pushes through, gets the hips through, and it's all good.
Next up we have Lachlan Gill, and he's went for another 10 kilo jump, which is very impressive. And he's going for 177.5 kilos.
Taking a little bit of smelling salts there, trying to get just that little bit of intensity going.
Very strong, aggressive lister coming here. Really going to emphasize that tightness in the back coming here. You can see he really wants his lift in his face. Oh, unfortunately not today.
You saw he came, hit the bottom and just lost tightness. I think he dive bombed a little bit too much. Yeah, you can see he drops down and there, just the hips kick up and can't quite get out of it. So yeah, it's just one of those things, happens on the day.
Next up we have Maverick Riches with a 200.5 total, which I do believe is another national record attempt today, and we're only on squat so far.
Yeah, so Maverick has clearly loaded up 200.5.
Maverick, your bomb is loaded.
And then I guess that Fraser is going to be loading up 201. So we'll see what happens here. Both of these guys really want this absolutely fired up.
Getting really tight on that bar.
Yeah.
He's looking to really make no error at all here.
As we said, this 74 kilo sub-junior battle is going to be no joke today. All right, let's see. We've got Maverick. Lines through.
That's a very strong finish. And that is 3 white lights. You can see he's definitely happy with that one today.
Yeah, just about manages to get through. You can see dips it down, nice depth, knees give in, keeps them pushed out, grinds through it, and it's a good lift.
Unfortunately though, Fraser might not give him that glory for long, because he is coming in for a 202 kilo record attempt. And he will be looking to give everything he can to this one.
Let's see, Fraser narrowly missed this previously because of a technical fault, so he has to hold the bar and wait for his commands.
Taking his time to get set up here, he's going to make sure everything is as tight as possible.
nice and locked in. Real focused.
Very strong setup. Very strong, and he has fired at hole. But what is the verdict? 2-1. That is a good lift.
Yeah. So he did get a call on the left-hand side. The left side ref wasn't going to give him the start command, or going to put his hand down for the start because he didn't have his knees fully locked. But he still goes down anyway. Gets the start command from the center ref, and you can see, look at that. He is very excited to get that off, get that back up, and get it back into the rack. So he gets a good lift for that, and he takes the national record away from Maverick.
Very short-lived, but I do believe this is yet another national attempt of Adam Gold at 252.5 kilos. These sub-juniors are really setting a standard high today, and we've only just gotten the squat, so let's see what Adam is going to show us for this phenomenal attempt he's about to push out here.
Yeah, this is over a quarter of a ton he's going to be squatting here. So let's see what he puts up. Very
impressive
strong,
as always.
Yeah.
Very strong step
Nice.
out.
Taking his time on the walkout. Got to make sure you get set up exactly right.
He's driving up. Bit of a windmill again. But will he get it this time? Yes, he does.
There we go. Pushes that Northern Ireland record even further. As you say, drops it down. Look for the windmill coming forward a little bit there, but keeps under control.
Just when you thought it was just all over, we have Zachary in with another national record attempt at 265.5 kilos. That is a 10-kilo jump from his previous.
This is going to be impressive. He has already taken the national record on a second attempt by half a kilo. Not only the junior and sub-junior, but now he is pushing it even further by 10 kilos. This room is about to go off because this is the last squat of our session this morning.
Zach getting really dialed in there, locking that bar in tight. He's switched on and he is locked in. This is definitely his time to shine.
That's it, buddy, yeah. Nice and solid walkout. Feeling good. He is dialed in. Up, yes.
And that is a powerful squat today.
He looks like he had even more in the tank. What a good lift.
3 white lights.
Oh my goodness. That is impressive. All right, let's watch this again. Sinks it really deep, never in doubt.
Very powerful.
Look at that.
He
Big
made that look
smile
very
on his
easy.
face.
That is one happy boy today.
Absolutely. All right. That is us for the squats. We are going to take a 20-minute break because there is only one flight. We get a 20-minute break for all of our lifters. So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back very soon with our bench press. So go get a drink, do a bit of relaxing. We'll see you here in a few minutes for our bench. And yeah, we'll see you soon.
See you later.
right, welcome back, everybody. So we are getting ready to get into our bench press session.
Which we have to say is just the best part of powerlifting, we have to be honest now.
Well, depends how good your bench is. So we are in the last few seconds as we count down. We are going to get straight into it as soon as this timer hits 0. And first up on the platform is going to be Madeline Thompson with 45 kilos on the bar. All right.
We are good to go.
The bar is loaded.
As you can see, she's took the hand out there, locking nice and tight to the bar. Strong off the chest. Let's see what the verdict comes up as. It's a good lift, 3 white lights.
Nice. Always good to get your opener in, locked in nice and early, and then you get good momentum going into your second and third. You're feeling good. So that's always the way to do it.
I'm glad them sparse numbers changed out there. My OCD was tingling with that plate being around my round.
All right, next up, Jason Kelly, 60 kilos on the bar in our sub-junior 66 class.
Jason, your bar is ready.
Bar is loaded for Jason.
And as you'll see throughout the day, some of our handlers, our competitors will take a handout and some will not. In this occasion, Jason is taken to do a self handout. Get a nice tight in the bar. Making sure them heels and glutes are in full contact with the bench and ground. Very strong lift. And that is 2 to 1.
Yes, that's a good lift. So right side ref saw that there are probably, I'm going to guess, it's going to be heels lifting on the side. So sometimes whenever you press down, you do kind of get a little bit of a compression and you're to go, do you know what, need to, like, you forget your knees, you need to keep them pushed out in order to keep it secured.
And we have Lewis with 62.5 kilos on the bench. Very strong openers so far from all our lifters. Showing us the flexibility isn't just for every 8 hours. Very strong.
Nice, easy lift there from Lewis.
Very clean opener, good lift, 3 white lights. Next up we have Bradley. He is going to join us on the platform very shortly for an 82.5 kilogram opener. And I'm excited to see what he's going to bring here, because he is definitely going to be trying to push some kilos on that board. Bar is loaded for Bradley as he comes out to the platform. It looks like Bradley's also going to be taking his own self handout here. Locking nice and tight into the bench with his upper lats. Driving them heels into the ground and making contact. Now, he got a good technical fault there because his feet need to be locked in and he also has to have his elbows locked out before he starts.
Yeah, it's called the elected lifting position in the technical rules.
That is a very strong lift.
Nice.
Good recovery. Unfortunately, it is a 2 to 1. Called on technical fault there. However, it's safe to say that his strength is not contested here. It is just strictly down to technical aspects. However, up next we do have Lachlan Gill. Lachlan Gill is going to be coming out and joining us very shortly with a 90 kilogram opener. Nice strong setup. And Lack going to be taking a handout on this occasion. Very strong press.
Very strong, yes. So the current free lift record is 127 and a half.
No lift on that there.
Yeah,
not too sure why. Potentially a lift off the glutes or the heels.
Yeah, I think I read the lips of one of the refs, and I did see the word bum lift being mentioned. So,
and we now have Maverick, and he's come out with a 95 kilogram opener. He's going to be wanting to make a firm dent in this one to maintain that very close proximity lead towards Charlie.
So the 74 kilo sub-junior record currently stands at 127 and a half kilos, set by Matthew Flanagan back in October 2024. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see that fall today, possibly.
Very fast and strong lift.
Yeah, good off the chest.
3 white lights. That is one very good press. Next we do have Charlie, who's coming out with a 105 kilo opener. We're good to go, and his bar is loaded.
Goes to get set up on the bench. Charlie being handled by Bobby, his brother, who is a bench aficionado. So Bobby can be very invested in this one.
Very strong press off the chest. Some brotherly love maybe gained in that corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Charlie had his bench opener at 100 and was moving so well in the warm-up room that he actually elected to increase it to 105.
And here we have Fraser. He is not leaving any leeway at all here. Open of 112.5. He's looking to make a stamp for his lead today.
Yeah, so Fraser would need to hit 128 kilos if he wants to take the Northern Ireland bench record in the sub-junior 74 class.
Very strong setup. Nice and tight lip bench. Pressing very strong off the chest.
Yeah,
and that looks like a very impressive opener.
Good technique. Definitely on target to make that 128 if he wants it.
Next up we have our one and only Zach Graham with 130. Now this man is just going to go from strength to strength today, and this is a very good opener.
Yeah, so Zach Graham opening on 130 here, and I've heard rumors that he is going to be trying to qualify for the British Bench Championships, and the qualifying for the bench is 135.
Man after my own heart.
So yeah, so we'll see. He is going to probably go for that on his second attempt, and if all goes well, we might be seeing him on another platform.
He just knows the bench is the place to be.
Self lift off at 130.
Very strong snappy press. If he doesn't get more than 135 today, I'd be very shocked.
Yeah, very strong. Easy opener there for Zach.
Adam Gold up next at 155 kilos at our heaviest bench opener today.
I actually also have just discovered that 130 opener for bench is a national record for Zach, 5 kilos above his own national record.
I feel like Zach's coming to just troll today with strong lifts and record breakings at every lip.
Yeah, and here's another potential record breaker on the books. So Adam opening with 155. The record stands at 180.
Very strong and efficient.
Now the thing about the 180 record for Adam is, if he wants it, it has stood since June 2012. So this record has stood for over a decade.
There's no easy feat to take records, especially when they're set to such a high standard by previous lifters.
So we'll see what happens later on down the line towards third attempts. But for now, we have Madeline Thompson, 50 kilos being loaded on the bar for her.
She's looking very locked in here. I do believe this is a personal best for her from memory.
The bar is loaded, Madeline.
All right, let's see it, Maddie. Electing for a lift out. But out. Gets into position.
Very strong press, but one thing I have to say is very noticeable. She has a very narrow grip in this here. She makes it look very strong from that tricep press.
Yeah, good lift there. We did get one fault card on the right side, and I think there's just the tiniest bit of heel lift possibly.
It's a very small lift from the rear of the heel, but
yeah. But then again, those referees get a bit anxious if they don't press a red button every now and then, so you know.
Jason Kelly up with a 5 kilo jump at 65 kilos. Handled by Brandon, who's very keen to making sure he's getting nice and tight here.
Yeah, Brandon, another very excellent bencher. So has a good coach. Jason has a really good coach for this, so let's see what Jason can put up.
Very strong, clean execution. What will the ref say?
Yeah,
that is
good.
Very good lift.
He did well to recover that. It almost looked like it was going back into the rack a little fast, but he gets it off the chest. You can see a little bit of elbow shake there, just as he gets towards the top end, and then gets it in. Doesn't make contact with the rack, which is good.
A little bit sticking, but he's got a few more kilos left there.
Yeah.
We do have our Lewis Owen up with 5 kilos jumped to 67.5 kilos. He is making very smart jumps today. And I'd be very surprised if he doesn't go for at least another 5 after this.
Yeah, we'll see how second moves, because again, 5 kilo jumps sometimes, especially in the lighter weight classes, you know, 5 kilo jump can be quite a lot. You can take bigger jumps usually whenever it's the you know, kind of heavier lifts, but
very strong press.
That's good.
A little bit of elbow shake, but we're still very much well within the realms of his capacity here.
Yeah, good lift there.
Looking at a little bit of fault on the right side.
Yeah, you can see the right side ref trying to explain to Brandon just very quickly about what the fault was. Yeah, you can see those heels actually up a little tiny bit, so that's presumably what. Sometimes it can be the shape of the shoe as well, which makes it harder for the ref to judge, so you just have to watch out sometimes.
Bradley coming out here to try and get his first attempt again here at 82.5 kilos. One thing you'll notice here is some people will sometimes take jumps even if they don't get their first lift, but in this occasion Bradley has opted to try and get that secured first lift before he makes any adjustments.
Yeah, so Bradley failed his opener there just because he didn't lock out his elbows at the start and end of the lift. So you have to lock out your elbows to get your start command. He's getting the replace command, being told he needs to lock his elbows. Elbows and feet, it looks like. So yeah, his timer's still ticking down. He has 20 seconds remaining. Still has plenty of time to get his start command.
Just needs to settle his nerves here. Really get a smooth execution. Right now it's just about getting the lift on the board to make sure he doesn't get a DQ. And it's a very good lift. Very quick recovery. It is important to say, when you are on that minute on the platform, that's a very stressful time for a lifter, especially if you feel like you haven't got quite locked in or something's not quite right. So very impressive recovery in this occasion.
Yeah, so here's Lachlan as well. Also wasn't able to make his opener, but going to go for another 2.5 kilos. As you say, Pete, you know, people do opt to move up a little bit. You know, they want to kind of stick with that game plan of, you know, hitting certain numbers. And sometimes you just want to go up. It does increase the risk, but sometimes you just go, do you know what, let's do it. I feel confident, especially if it's a technical fault over a strength issue. So let's see what Lachlan's got.
Very strong press. He has
Much
got
better
a
this
lot
one.
more kilos put in that bar. No surprise there, that is a good lift.
Yeah.
Wee bit of a heel lift I've noticed on the right side there.
With 100 kilos in the
Very
bar.
subtle. Now, we're not talking big here, but he's also a wee bit shaking the glutes, so it's just an area where he's starting to show a little bit of disturbance.
Yeah, so there we have Maverick Riches coming up
Maverick,
next.
the bar is loaded.
100 kilos on the bar.
Maverick's going to be aiming to get as many kilos on this bench here. His first place lead is trying to make a big leeway here of the bench.
So he's currently forecasted for second, so we'll see what happens because I have a feeling like Fraser is going to be loading up a record pretty soon. So I don't know quite. We'll have to see how this moves in terms of what Maverick can do. Maverick's really kind of looking like a squat and deadlift specialist. He has a very tall lifter, and you can see he has quite a long way to press that bench, but still looking very strong on that second attempt.
Very confident, but there is a little bit of give in that right side starting to go. But wouldn't say it's anything to really be concerned about, but you can see the difference just having longer levers. He's having a lot more force to drive out through the chest, but he does lock it out very strong and very secure.
Yeah, so still has a few more kilos in that one. Let's see what he opens up on for his third. Probably has another 5 in there. Charlie Wilson, in the meantime, 112.5 kilos. 7.5 kilo jump for him.
Let's see what he's got today.
Charlie, your bar is loaded.
All right.
Another long limb lifter. We've got quite a few people with very long arms today. Makes me very happy to have T-Rex arms when I'm pressing.
Yeah, I'm one of those long-limbed lifters. Unfortunately, I have to bench press for 3 days in order to get the
I
press
just had to get the
command.
elevator down to scratch my knees, but it's okay. Well, that is a very impressive
Oh.
push.
Little bit of a stick at the elbows. What do the refs say? Yeah, it's still good. The bar can stop, it just can't move down. So that left side ref thought that there was some downward movement.
I can see just where the arm shakes, there's a little bit of potential for down and up movement there.
Yeah.
We do have Mr. Fraser Simpson up next with a very big and generous 10 kilo push to 122.5 kilo bench. Depending on how this moves today, he is looking at he's gunning for a PB and a record today.
Yeah, so again, he tried for the 128 kilo bench press back in March of this year. And again, much like his squat, missed it on a technical fault, re-racked it before he got his rack command. I remember because I was reffing him at the time. And let's see if he gets this one, gets him set up.
Very strong press.
Yeah, that's nice and strong. Definitely sets him up well. Ready to try and take that record on his third attempt.
A lot of potential for that man when it comes to bench. You can see in that sec when he comes out, he's very, very strong and he's very confident even with that slow pace of the bar. Now we have Zach Graham for another national record attempt, which is his own. He's just making records today at 140 kilos. And he is coming out with a barrel of power today.
Zach, your bar is loaded.
Let's go, Zach. You've got this. Very confident setup, very calm, collected. He knows how to take his time efficiently on that platform.
Yeah, that's the thing. You only get 3 attempts at this, so may as well make it the best you can.
Well,
lovely.
Did he even put any plates on that bar? Because that flew up and he got a good lift with 3 white lights. I predict that we're going to have not just 1, but 2, but 3 attempts on his own record.
Yep. So you can see Zach comes down, sinks the bar a little tiny bit, but
And
uses
very
that momentum.
explosive.
Yeah, just pushes right off the chest.
And I do believe Mr. Galt is coming out very close to his own personal record at 160 kilo for a second attempt. Yet another very big bench in our sub-junior division.
Yeah, and I think Adam still has another year to go in sub-junior as well. So he is one to watch in the future.
Makes me very jealous. My 6 years left in open.
I've got my first year in Masters, so I'm all good.
Did you get your DLA card for the parking? Well, now he is showing up today. What do the judges say? 3 white lights, very good lift.
Yeah, that one actually looked a little more comfortable than his opener even. You can see, gets the press, rolls it ever so slightly, but keeps under control. All good.
There's much more firm, strong pause, and there's very big press of the chest. Maddie coming out with 52.5 kilos. I do believe this might not be a record, but this is a personal best for her.
Yeah, I think Maddie's hit 50 before in competition, but going for 52.5. 2.5 kilos is the smallest minimum increment you can go on the bar.
And sometimes feels like the biggest extra weight you'll ever get in that bar.
Yeah, absolutely. The only time when you can go for smaller than 2.5 kilos is when you're doing a record attempt, in which case you can do 0.5 kilos of an increase.
Let's go, Maddie, you've got this. Looking for a handout this time. She's really trying to keep her tightness of that bench as much as possible.
Let's see it, Maddie, come on. Good push.
Oh, unfortunately,
no,
not
there today.
Very good effort, though.
Yeah, but it's okay. It doesn't drop any kilos. You know, she retains her 50 kilo press that she got successfully.
Up next, we have Jason Kelly, third attempt at 67.5 kilos. Once again, we have someone who's just pushing that barrage by a small increment of 2.5 kilos. Now, one thing I would say that is not to be slept on, this can be the difference between first and second sometimes, so he is smartly choosing to get an extra few kilos on his total rather than pushing for a lift that he may just miss out of.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have, with the 3 66 kilo sub-junior lifters that we have today, you're really trying to build that subtotal so that the squat and the bench combined give you your subtotal, as you can see on the banner here at the bottom. And every little, 2.5 kilos here and there really helps contribute to your overall total at the end of the day. So you want to make sure, so that's why sometimes you only take a 2.5 kilo jump just to push you that little bit further.
Very strong self-lift off. Good control and driving. Just not the day though, unfortunately. Lost quite a bit of tightness at the bottom there, unfortunately, but still a very good attempt, and he's still got a 65 total from his previous one.
Yeah, so you can see he comes down here, just tries to get off the chest and just can't hold it, unfortunately. But it's fine. Again, doesn't drop any kilos there.
Next up, we have Lewis Owen with another 2.5 kilo jump. A lot of sub-juniors really is trying to play into that slightly increase in total. At 70 kilos. Now, he is already sitting in first, so he is just looking to prop forward his lead at this stage and build a bit more secure and comfortable lead.
Yeah, you can see Lewis over there in the far corner, just at the edge of your screen, just getting all hyped up, being handled by Sammy John. All right, let's see it, Lewis.
Let's go, Lewis. You've got this. He is very hyped for this here. Just to channel all that aggression, they have very tight and strong setup.
You can see very long arms. So tries to raise that chest as much as possible to reduce the range of motion.
That's a big fight. He's fighting. He's got that locked out and racked in. Now, what the judges say? 2 to 1, good lift.
Nicely done.
Looking like he had a little bit of up and down movement from that side. But as we can see, he's very much grinding every ounce of effort.
Lured that elbow shake, but it's good.
Next up, we have Bradley Moore taking a 7.5 kilo jump to 90 kilos. Based on his last lift, he's looking to try and regain a wee bit of ground here before he goes into deadlifts.
that's the thing. If you miss your opener and you need to retake it, sometimes you do have to take a big jump in order to try and see what you can get. So again, really needs to try and see what he can pull if he's going to try and push into that kind of top end of that contention.
Now, I wonder he was there, because I do believe the last couple of times he was struggling to keep his elbows locked out at the start. So let's see if he can get them nice and tight. Very strong effort, but unfortunately just not the day there.
Yeah, but still retains that 82.5 kilos that he has on his second attempt, so still can move on in the competition. Lachlan Gill, 97.5.
Very strong jump. Must say, I'm very pleasantly surprised he took that 5. He definitely has the power there. But when you do get that first miss, sometimes it can just seep the confidence a wee bit. But he is coming out. He's looking strong. And he's going for that 97.5. This will give him a very strong push into the lead. He is presently forecasted third, so this is potentially him trying to make a little bit of a comeback to try and regain a bit of lost ground. Good control, pressing hard through, and he locks it out. Very well done. Lachlan has been holding out as he's got a lot more power there. 2-1, good lift. Potentially a heel lift or a glute lift on the right hand side. But he did get it, and he's definitely happy with that. Maverick coming out just with a 2.5 kilo increase at 102.5 kilos, really trying to gain a bit more ground before we go into deadlifts.
You can see Maverick there wiping his feet on the carpet, just trying to get any sort of, chalk or talc or anything that's on his feet off the bottom. You really want to try and get as much grip into your feet, because people think bench is only just your chest and upper body. It's actually, there's a lot of leg drive and lots of technical elements around that, which mean you need to keep your feet really glued to that carpet. So let's see what Maverick does with this one. Gets his start command.
Very
Fights
strong.
through at the elbows.
Very powerful lockout. That is one very impressive lift, I have to say.
Good.
3 white lights. Very well earned.
Yeah, so it comes down.
Charlie Wilson, 115. And
yeah, Maverick presses through at the elbows and gets it. Holds it at the top. And yeah, successful lift for Maverick.
He'll be happy with that.
So again, Charlie going for a 2.5 kilo increase. Again, some of these lifters going, I only have a couple of kilos here. Just trying to scrap for every little bit in their subtotal that they can. Especially whenever you feel like you're up near your top end, you really want to just try and get whatever you can.
Very strong push. Unfortunately, just not there. Potentially coming down a bit too fast to the chest, but no one can fault his effort for trying to get that up. Fraser Simpson not going for a 125 push.
Yeah.
So he is really, really digging his heels in, trying to make leaps and bounds for this total lead.
Yeah, so he's already in first place in the 74 kilo class, but not opting to go for that 128 record. Clearly just feels like he doesn't want to risk it. Really wants to make sure that he wants to hold off Maverick.
Potentially going for a total PB today. Unfortunately, I'm not too sure about his previous, but I would dare say he's trying to push that total way up today.
Yeah, I think he, maybe in his last competition, he maybe hit 122.5 possibly for his second attempt, and then missed the 128 on the rack command, but that looked very good.
Very strong.
Yeah, that's a good lift.
Very well done. Playing the safer option, getting an extra 2.5 kilos on the board. I do believe that's a very strong big power move right there. Zach Graham, you just keep coming out for more of these national records.
Yeah.
145.5 kilos. He is making a statement today. Let's go, folks. Let's see this absolute amount of a lift go up today.
takes his time getting set up.
He almost looks like he could get a blanket out there and fall asleep halfway through.
I guarantee you, though, he is anything but asleep. He is locked in right now. Time for a big lift, Zach. Let's go. No,
Unlucky.
just not there. Just a little hair too much.
But unfortunately, he only broke his record twice today, just not 3 times.
Yeah,
but
he still walks away with that 140 kilo national record that he set on his second attempt. So now Adam is with 165.
Taking a 5 kilo jump here.
165 kilos as a 93 kilo sub junior. This is a lot of weight. Adam only turned 17 this year.
Especially when you compare it to yesterday. I don't believe anybody went above 116 in the 93 category at all yesterday, and they were sitting very well above 19, I can tell that much. Very strong push, very strong. What a fight.
Very nice soft touch point.
2 to
And
1.
it's a good lift.
Yeah, it's a very good lift. He'll be happy with that.
Yeah, so you can see Adam brings the bar down. Nice soft touch. Goes, fights through, grinds it up every little bit. And eventually locks out the elbows, gets his rack command. And very nicely done.
This is really not to be slept on. Grinding on the squat is one thing, but on bench,
Yeah.
especially with that smaller muscle group driving through, he really showed up today for himself.
Yeah. All right, that is the end of our bench session. We are going to go back and have another 20-minute break for our before our deadlifts. And deadlifts is where things are going to get a bit loud. Everybody in the room loves to see a deadlift. Just some big amount of weight being lifted. So we will see you in about 20 minutes. Go get a drink, and we'll see you here in a few.
See you soon.
All right, hello everyone and welcome back. We are ready to get into our deadlift session.
Hope you have been well refueled, because this has been renowned for all competitions that the hype just goes through the roof.
Yeah, so wouldn't be surprised if you can hear some music in the background as things kick off here.
First up, we do have Madeline Thompson with 112.5 kilos. Very strong opener for Madeline.
Just going to reset the timer after the break.
Nope, another 20 minutes.
There we
maybe
go.
not.
Madeline, your bar is loaded.
Let's go, Madeline. Start us off strong. Well, that is a very easy opener for Madeline. She's came in, she's got her opener. She is sitting gravy.
Absolutely good lift for her. 3 white lights.
Next up, Jason Kelly with 147.5 kilo opener. Starting up with our third place 66 at the minute. Potentially seeing some leeway to try and push up and fight back here.
Yeah, so Jason weighing in at the, looks like the lightest of our 66 kilo lifters. All of our 66 kilo lifters actually weighing in very light. There's only 1.5 kilos in between them, so Jason at 60.5. So Jason does have body weight advantage if he needs to go for a podium place battle.
This is where them long limbs come into play.
Yeah.
Can't say I know what that feels like.
Nice long arms mean that deadlifts are a lot easier. Big strong pull, nice opener. Textbook opener there from Jason, that's a good lift.
Next up we have Lewis Owen at 152.5 kilos. Getting hyped up in the corner. This is another one of our under 66 kilo lifters, so he will be fighting hard to keep his second position here. And another very clean opener. 3 white lights, good lift. Charlie Wilson taken to the platform very shortly for his opener at 175 kilos. We're starting to see some major jumps in weights in the bar here.
Yeah, absolutely. Those 3 big red plates for Charlie.
Charlie, your bar is loaded.
Once again, Team Long Arms takes the stage.
Yeah.
Not jealous at all. Very easy, very clean. Same weight up next for Bradley Moore at 175 kilos.
Next we have Bradley Moore with the same weight.
So Bradley Moore being the current front runner for the 66 kilo weight class.
Bradley, your bar is loaded.
This is definitely going to solidify his position at the front.
Looking very calm and collected out there.
Yeah. Pulling some out, so nicely done. Very easy opener.
Very speedy opener. No surprise there. 3 white lights, good lift.
Yeah, good.
Next up we have Fraser Simpson with 185 kilos. He is going to have to make waves today to make sure he keeps that first lead, because he will be chased very heavily.
Yeah, Maverick Riches is definitely going to try and follow Fraser as best he can.
That's it, Fraser.
narrow stance.
A little bit shaking the way up there, but very strong execution.
Yeah, still good lift.
Maverick, he is not only coming out to match him, he is going to come out and make a statement here, I reckon, of this lift.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. So both him and Fraser opening at 185.
From memory, Maverick is more of a deadlift specialist, so this is his field to try and play back the points.
Has to remember his belt. Takes his time, still has 30 seconds on the clock.
Very clean lift. He has got bountiful extra kilos there.
Yeah, very easy opener.
Lachlan Gill with a 207.5 kilo opener. We are starting to see the over 200 starting to slide in that bar. Very close to 4 reds.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's see what some of these lifters begin to push. We are definitely going to see some more national records fall, I think.
No doubt Zach will have something to say about that.
Yeah, and I think even Adam Galton might have something to say. Let's see what happens with that one, because both Zach and Adam are the record holders. But for now, Lachlan is on the platform, 207.5 kilos for his opening attempt.
And a very fast pull from the ground. That was one very clean opener.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic lift there from Lachlan.
Speaking of Zach, we have him up next with 225 kilos.
Yes, this is 5 kilos below Zach's own national record. So the record for Zach is 230, set back in October of last year at Commonwealths.
He'll be looking to break that today, I would dare say.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he also narrowly failed his 232.5 at British Sub-Junior Championships earlier this year. So he's probably going to be looking to get some revenge on that one, on a second attempt, I would say.
Potentially got a bit of a confidence boost for this opening lift. That is the bar loaded for Zach. Looking for a very solid setup here. Zach has been very, very advantageous with his time on the platform today. And a very strong lift to follow.
Very easy opener there for Zach.
3 light lights, good lift. Adam Gold to follow with 260 kilos on the bar.
260 is also 5 kilos below the record, Adam Galt's own record, again set on the same day in October 2024.
Must have been a glorious day for records.
Yeah, that was the Sub-Junior Day back in South Africa, in Sun City. And yeah, gonna get request the bar get a little bit of a clean.
Hopefully it's sunshine outside, never mind sitting here.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Adam there in the background just getting ready. He is locked in, cool, calm and collected.
Adam, the bar is loaded.
All right, let's see this, Adam. Smile on his face as he comes on the platform. Gets those hands secured.
Very clean,
Easy
strong
pull.
He should be happy with that one, I say. Yep, 3 white lights, good lift.
Yeah, good lift by Adam. Never in doubt. All right. Second round of deadlifts. This is where things begin to get a little more intense, a little more weight on the bar. So Madeline going to push up her total by another 10 kilos here. Going to add on 10 kilos for 122.5 kilos for her second attempt.
It'd be good to see for young Madeline to get a few PBs today, especially with her first competition this year, I do believe.
also where our spotters and loaders get a big workout. There's a lot of changing plates very fast. The deadlift session always moves very quickly. Even though you have a full minute in between attempts, a lot of lifters will kind of just go very, very quickly. It takes maybe 30 seconds to complete a lift, so spotters and loaders get a good workout trying to make sure that
Trying to catch
Madeline
up.
being handled by her dad Emmanuel.
Madeline, your bar is loaded.
All right, let's see it,
Maddie.
Maddie. Let's go.
And just like you said, within seconds that bar has rose,
Yeah.
locked out, and
Still
very strong.
45 seconds left on the clock, so you can see there is a lot of time that it takes. You know, it's more often than not that the bar is being stripped down and replaced with weights.
Do
More
not
often
come
than
to a
it's being
place near
up
you. We're going to have our spotting and loading sweat camp live from the NIPF. Sign up.
And that's the thing. This competition does not run without its volunteers. So all these guys on the platform you can see changing the weights, all the referees, the admin teams in the background, the technical guys, everything. Even the hotel staff here. This competition would not run without them.
Jason
then-
Kellen,
Yeah, you have to have a look.
157.5 kilos. He is staying consistent with them jumps as well.
Yeah, so this is going to try and pull him into second place if he makes this temporarily. So let's see if he can make this lift. Gets his hand placement nice.
Very calm but strong lifter here. And he
Very strong pull.
easily pulls that to the top. He didn't even take a look back. He knows he's got that lift.
Yeah, he still has plenty more to give for that one.
Next up we have Lewis Onan at 162.5 kilos. Another 10 kilo jump here. Back to the battle of the 66s here.
Yeah, so this will pull Lewis back into second place.
Lewis is fired up for that lift.
Oh.
He knows he needs this.
Yeah, he wants this.
Looking very strong. Let's see what the judges have to say. 3 white lights, that is a good lift.
Yeah, you can see it is a very snappy pull. So he grabs bar, pulls himself in, hinges, and right up to the top. You can see a little tiny slowdown towards the top, but it's all good. Still has more to give for his third attempt.
Next up we have Charlie Wilson, 187.5 kilos on the bar. Looking at a we're looking at a 12.5 kilo jump here. He is looking confident in the wings.
Yeah, Charlie watching the bar getting cleaned, looking up the board.
Charlie, the bar is loaded.
Let's go,
Oh,
Charlie.
it's
Let's see
loaded.
you. And for those who are potentially curious, you can get your bar cleaned in between each lift, but it's at the
Yeah.
request of the lifter or the coach. Very strong, clean pull. And no surprise there, 3 white lights. Very strong lift. Bradley Moore up next with the same weight at 187.5 kilos.
Yeah, so this is the heaviest of our 66 kilo second attempts.
At this stage, he's just making that lead a lot more prominent and secure. Definitely team of the sumo lifters today. And a very strong pull. Three white lights, good lift. Maverick is not sleeping in, however.
Yeah, so Fraser up next. It is Fraser coming in, and 197.5 kilos for him, going for a 12.5 kilo increase.
Easy, your bar is loaded.
Making sure he's getting his feet very secure in that setup. Strong lock in. Great pull to the hips. That is a good lift.
And I think, actually possibly, with that one for Fraser, I think that might have actually just been a total record. The current total record sits at 517.5, and with that pull, Fraser just pulled himself to 524.5. So that is a total record for Fraser Simpson there.
Next up we have Maverick at 205 kilos, and honestly today that there's that many records been broken, it is quite easy to sleep on these ones and miss them out.
Yeah, so
Your bar is loaded.
this would push Maverick to 508 if he gets this.
You can really see Maverick's giving his front leader very little room to breathe by trying to push his total up as high as possible here.
Gets locked in, pulls it, very strong.
I wouldn't be surprised to see at least another 10 kilo jump there.
Yeah, he definitely has 10 kilos in the tank on that one.
Blackland's back on the platform with a 220 attempt. It's a 12.5 kilo increase from our previous. That's the bar is loaded. Blackland is taken to the platform. Taking a nice strong stance to set up to the bar here. Locking that grip in and driving hard. Looking to look very easy. What a solid pull there.
Absolutely, it's a good lift. 3 white lights.
Zach Graham taken to the platform at 235 kilos on the platform. And no surprise here, he's coming to try and break another record.
Yeah. So for Zach Graham, this is a deadlift and total record. He's already broken his total record by 35.5 kilos.
I mean, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right.
Like, Zach is having an absolute stormer of a day. This would push him to 640.5.
For someone in this age category, having that level of a total at his age is just phenomenal, to say the least.
Let's see it, Zach.
That's it, Zach. Let's get locked in. Nice and tight to the bars. Strong pull.
Look at that. It's as easy as that.
Flew up.
The grip holds.
3 white lights. No surprise there. Very good lift.
And he still has one more attempt in the tank.
Adam Galt up next with a 282.5 ton record. And if you just aren't having enough yet, it is another national record attempt today from our sub-junior under 93
this
category.
Would put Adam at 700 total, which is a huge, huge total above. So this would put him to a 700 total above his 622.5 kilo total that he set back in October 2024. And a deadlift record. This is phenomenal. 22.5 kilo increase.
The bar is ready.
Let's see it, Adam. Let's go. Very strong pull to top. What did the verdict say from the judge? 3
That's a
white
good
lights.
lift. That is a 700 kilo total at 17 years old.
And let's just mention, he's got another attempt there to make that even higher.
Oh my goodness, we are seeing history being made here today.
And all by people under the age of 18. Don't we feel old?
Some of these
Madeline
sub-juniors are
Thompson.
putting on a clinic. And now we have Madeline Thompson, 130 kilos, trying to
coming
stretch that by an extra 7.5.
I do believe this is another PB for her personal total. This
Yeah.
would be a nice push for her in the confidence of anything else.
Absolutely. Let's take a brief look at the scores while we are waiting for the bar to be cleaned. So you can see here, Madeline's had a great day so far.
Madeline, the
6 for
bar
8.
is ready. Come on, let's make some noise for the last thing.
Can she go 7 for 9?
Locking a nice lat type bar. Strong pull the hips.
Locks it out. Makes it look easy.
What do the judges say?
It's a good lift.
She's
She
very
is
happy with
very
that
happy.
one.
And well deservedly so.
Just as well her dad just caught it there as well. That jump there tested his strength. Up next, Jason Kelly at 167.5 kilos. Staying consistent with the 10 kilo jumps here. If he gets this, it might pull him up a little bit more on the scoreboard, putting a lovely pressure on his upper candidates.
Exactly. Would temporarily put him in at 2nd place. So you can see that this would put him on a 365 total, which is equal to Lewis Owen, who will
And
be
with the weight
lifting
difference, he's
afterwards.
just sliding in there.
Your bar is ready.
All right, let's see it, Jason. This is temporarily for silver medal position.
Let's see it, Jason. He knows he wants this. He's hungry for it.
Big pull. Excellent. What a pull.
Whoa, that is a good lift. Dare I say he had a few more kilos even sitting there if he wanted them.
All right, this is it. Lewis Owen trying to pull himself back into silver medal position.
With a very tasty 170.
Oh, there's apparently an attempt change on the cards.
And we have moved it to 167.5 kilos to try and take back 2nd position.
So every so often you will see this where lifters will adjust their attempts to try and get that bit more secure attempt to pull back in a position. This is one of those occasions where Lewis has fractionally come down to 167.5 just to try and steal back that silver position.
2nd position back.
So you can see that what is happening here is Lewis is dropping his opener, or his 3rd attempt to 167.5 to match, because he can't drop lower than 167.5.
Lewis, your bar is ready.
So that is the minimum amount that he needs to try and pull himself to the silver medal position. He is fired up. He wants this. The silver medal is his if he can make this final pull. The adrenaline is going through him right now. You can see that intensity on his face. Pulls it.
Oh, he's pulling the top. Very
He
strong
gets a
pull.
solid
Lewis.
lockout. He doesn't even look at the scoreboard because he knew that he had it.
That's a good lift, and he reclaims his 2nd position with that pull. Charlie Wilson, 200 kilos on the bar. He's coming out just to build that tool and for glory points at this stage.
Yeah, he's already in first place. So as you can see, a couple of 200s here coming up. 200 for Charlie, 200 for Bradley. Charlie's had a pretty good day so far.
Our bar is ready.
Wants to try and get the clean sweep on the
Let's go,
deadlift.
Charlie. He's fighting hard at that top. Two to one. He's got a good lift there.
Yeah, center ref pulled him for a little bit of hitching, but it's all good. You only need 2.
Sorry, Bradley Moore, 200 kilos on the bar as well. He's already in first. This is him taking that lead even one step further today.
Yeah, as you can see here already, Bradley sitting at a 440 total. Well ahead out in front.
Very strong pull. Locks it out. What do the judges say? 3 white lights. Good lift.
Yeah, you can see that shaking going on. It just shows you are right up to the edge of the pull.
Fraser Simpson up
Fraser
next.
going to be going for a total record.
Another 10 kilo jump as well. And if you weren't bored enough, or you weren't excited enough, we're just bringing you another national record attempt here for a total.
Yeah, so Fraser going to be, if he gets this, he'll be sitting on 534.5, which is a lot of kilos above head. It's about, I'm trying to do some quick mental math. It's like 16 something kilos above a head, above the record. So this is going to be a big one for Fraser if he can make it.
Fraser, the bar is loaded.
Let's go, Fraser. Let's see it.
Ricky Mullen in the back there, giving some moral support.
I believe he's missing his MC position there, if that might. Big pull from Fraser. Unfortunately,
No.
just not today. No one can fault this man. He's given a lot of effort in that platform today.
Yeah, he still walks away with his previous total record though, which is good. Right, now Maverick is trying to pull himself into first place with this.
Maverick is really not giving his front leader much room to wiggle here.
This is a total record attempt because the current record is 524.5 by Fraser. This is yeah, total record and first place. So
These sub-juniors are really pulling out the guts today to get them medals. Let's go, Maverick.
this is it. One pull for all the marbles. Gets it locked in. Wedges in.
Let's go,
pulls.
Maverick. Let's go. Let's go. And he loses the grip, unfortunately.
No, not today, unfortunately. So second place for Maverick, first place for Fraser Simpson in the 74 kilo sub junior. So for Lachlan, he is pulling
I do believe that's a
230.5 kilos.
national record attempt today.
This is a national record deadlift attempt held by Ethan Brownlee since December 2014. Deadlift record. So this record has stood for over 10 years.
Lachlan is wanting to make that crown his today.
If Lachlan can do this, I mean, he's still in third place, but you would rather take a deadlift record that's been held for a decade.
He is tied in now.
And that 220 of his looked easy. So
Let's
see what he has.
Let's go, Lachlan, lock it in. He's pulling. He's pulling. He's not giving up today, and unfortunately, just not today.
It looks like, unfortunately, whenever he pulled it, you can see it kind of begins to just creep away from his legs a little bit, and that just makes it feel so much heavier. And you can see that upper back beginning to round, and just then the hitching begins, and it's, yeah.
Unfortunately, he just lost that tightness. But that is definitely on the cards for future events.
So now, Zach Graham, 250.5 kilos. He wants that quarter of a ton deadlift record. He already has it at 235. But again, this will push his deadlift record and his total to 656 is going to be his projected total if he makes this. So Zach has already taken the squat record. He's already taken the bench record. He wants well, he's already taken the deadlift record and the total record.
He just wants to get them records high.
He just wants to push it so far.
Zach is having a phenomenal day on the platform today. He is really trying to push all the boundaries.
Zach has had a phenomenal day. 7 for 8. He wants to make it 8 for 9. Let's see if the grip holds. Big pull, big pull. Not today.
Not today. But he gave a heck of a fight to every record attempt today. But don't worry, folks, we have one more lift coming up from Adam Galt at 302.5 kilos. And I would dare say this is definitely pushing up his national record total again.
Now, I have seen Adam at British squad training pulling 300. I saw it on social media, and this is just a phenomenal attempt. He's going to try and break his own deadlift record currently by 37.5 kilos. So this is a huge pull. It is the last pull of the entire national championships.
And he is definitely leaving us on a high here.
If he makes this, this is going to be history yet again. He's already got every record in the book. And it is just phenomenal work.
Regardless where you are, let's get behind him here. Adam
this room is going off. Adam Galt with 302.5 kilos.
It's going up.
No.
And unfortunately, he just lost the grip there at the bottom. Folks, what can we say? This day has been a phenomenal history breakers for multiple records from very young and up-and-coming athletes who have a lot more to give in their career.
Yeah, what a way to finish. That was some phenomenal lifting by all of our athletes. What an incredible time. We have still got our awards to do.
We do indeed.
We've also got to find out who our best lifters are of the entire championships. Throughout the entire week, we have been very privileged to be sponsored by SBD. SBD are giving away amazing amount of kit to our top 3 male and top 3 female
I do believe
lifters.
it's a full setup for first, and the only thing different for second is literally a singlet.
Yeah, it's like, there's a whole lot of stuff. There's
We're
trying to
talking
remember
about
what
over
it's
300 pound worth of gear, from singlet, the socks, the wrist wraps, right down to the very shoes they're wearing.
Yeah, absolutely. So you get, the best lifter, male and female, can get a SBD belt, singlet, knee sleeves, wrist wraps, t-shirt or tank, deadlift socks, and sports socks. And it goes down from there. Even the third place best lifter can get a belt and a beanie, all by SBD. So a massive thank you to them for sponsoring the championships. But we're going to get some stuff totaled up. We're going to do our awards very soon. We'll be back in a few minutes. So don't go away to see these champions crowned, and very much looking forward to it. So see you in a few minutes.
See you soon.
everybody, welcome back. We are about to kick off with our awards results.
Okay, we're going to start off,
So here we
ladies
go
and
first
with our sub-junior,
in our women's sub-junior 84 kilo class.
and that is Madeline
In
Thompson
first place,
in first
we
place.
have Madeline Thompson with 282.5 kilos.
Well done.
Next up in our men's sub-junior 66
Next up,
kilo
we
class.
have our men's sub-junior 66 kilo,
In third place,
and in third place,
with a total of
we have
365
Jason
kilos,
Kelly with 365
is Jason Kelly. Anto, move out of the way of the camera. And in second place, we have Lewis Owen with a total of 370 kilos. And in first place with a total of 452.5 kilos, the gold medal goes to Bradley Moore. Well done. Now in our men's sub-junior 74 kilo class, in third place with a total of 485 kilos, the bronze medal goes to Lachlan Gill. In second place with a total of 508 kilos, the silver medal goes to Maverick Riches. And in first place with a total of 524.5 kilos, the gold medal goes to Fraser Simpson. Now we move to our men's sub-junior 83 kilo class. In first place with a total of 465 kilos, going 7 for 9. The gold medal goes to Charlie Wilson. Now we move to our men's sub-junior 93 kilo class with a massive 700 kilos. The gold medal goes to Adam Galt. And finally, in our men's sub-junior 120 plus kilo class, in first place with a massive 640.5 kilos, first place goes to Zach Graham.
Let's give a round of applause for everyone.
Massive round of applause to all of our lifters.
Thank you very much, lads. Okay, moving on to our
We're now going to move over to our Best Lifter Awards.
So, start off with the females.
So looking at the females first of all.
Third place,
In third place with 78.15 GL points.
we have
In third place is Nicola Beattie. There's Trevor going up to collect it on her behalf.
Okay, we'll move on to the males as they do once again. So, third place
All right, we're moving on to the males because there are some here. All right, in third place with 85.49 GL points is Ryan McDonald, Benji McDonald from Saturday's session. In second place with 92.21 GL points. In second place, Adam Galt. And in first place with 94.82, the best lifter of NIPF National Championships, it is Jack Gilchrist. Look at him there with his camera working hard. Fantastic lifting by all of our lifters this weekend. We'll be posting all the results online so you can go in and check and review results. We'll get them up on Open Powerlifting as soon as we can. We'll be able to get all the stuff up on social media as well. Lots of pictures, lots of stuff to review, and just kind of see what's been going on. Everybody going to be telling their stories of their experience here at Nationals. This has been a fantastic weekend. Everybody here has had a great time. We thank you so much for watching. We hope you've had a blast watching, and we will see you at the next one. Have a great time. Until then, see you soon.